Welcome. This is Sports Extravaganza. Thank you for staying with us. Now, you know very well, we are getting into a very bumper rugby season full of activities. And one of them, of course, we are getting into the 2025 National Sevens Circuit. And, you know, of course, the teams like the defending champions, Kenya Harlequins, Ikina Kabras, my team from my very own home in Kakamega, are preparing, of course, for this particular national circuit. And the first one will be held from the 26th and the 27th of this month. That is the Driftwood Sevens. That will be in Mombasa. Watu wa Mombasa tuakuja, mujitayarishe. Viazi vya karai muvitengeneze, pilau mkwe nazo, lakini sisi watu wa kutoka Kabras tutaka ugali. And of course, for this particular reason, we have the people, of course, who matter, who are definitely preparing for this particular first leg of the national circuit, the Driftwood Sevens. And I'm very honored this particular afternoon, this particular day, to be joined by the brand manager of Tusker Sports, my very good friend for a very long time, that is Keza Mpisi. Niko na ulimi nzito. Karibu sana. Of course, they are the experience and the entertainment partners of this particular Driftwood Sevens. I'm sure they will be the experience sponsors for the entire 6 rounds of the national circuit. I've also the Kenya Rugby Union director, that is for the leagues, fixes and competitions, that is Leslie Mwangale. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Glad to be here.
Karibu sana. Thank you for making time for TV47 on Sports Extravaganza. Leslie, tuambie preparations ikoaje? It's just a few days to this particular event.
Of course, we put our best foot forward.
Yes.
Engage na hosts vizuri.
Yes.
On our end as a federation, as our secretariat, we've made sure that all the logistics are in place. We've been able to engage with our partners in good time. So we're looking forward to a very successful, very smooth sailing 2025 National Sevens Circuit.
Indeed.
Yes.
Keza, being, of course, Tusker being the experience, tell us, of course, maybe sisemi vizuri. Tusker wanafanya nini kwa Driftwood Sevens? Of course, you've been with rugby all this time. How different will this Driftwood be from the previous ones?
So, thank you for that. So, what I would say, we are the experiential partner. So, we are going to bring the entertainment and, of course, kakinywaji.
Yes.
In that heat of Mombasa.
Maji. Kinywaji ama maji?
Yes.
Ama zote.
Yes. Zote. When we say kinywaji, it means everything.
Yes.
Yeah? The water, yes, and the drinks as well. Yeah. So, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to have the Tusker Village, and the Tusker Village, of course, is the entertainment and the sherehe ya jioni. So that is what people should expect. It's the same thing we do every year, but of course, the surprises are usually the acts, who is coming, who is going to be playing, what is that going to look like. So that is what we want people to just expect when they're coming. And
of course, later on, you'll explain to us why Sana. Of course, but I know Tusker has been very instrumental in terms of talent nurturing. It's just not only on the field. Najua, of course, you're off the field also really matters in terms of nurturing talent.
Yeah.
Bona Director, also, this year, what do you intend to really achieve with the Driftwood Sevens? I know we've had Driftwood Sevens for all these years, but I'm sure each year, as the Kenya Rugby Union, definitely there's something you always look up to, or in terms of what are you going to objectives on what aims you want to achieve with that particular tournament?
Yeah. So for us, this year we want to focus on the player. We want our sole focus, everything that we're doing is player-centered. So every activity that you'll see us doing, it will be centralized to the player. We want to take good statistics, so that we want to build up on stats, so that even as we're going to, select the national team, we're able to really look at the stats, which means it also brings in the fairness. We are looking at, of course, good games. Our teams have prepared well. Yes. The likes of KCB, you've mentioned Harlequins, you've mentioned your
my Kabras team.
Team ya nyumbani, Kabras. And of course, with the just concluded transfer window, there've been a lot of movement of players. So we are really, really looking forward to an exciting first leg, and Driftwood, of course, lazima it will be a very, very good outing.
Indeed.
For the players, for the teams, for the fans as well, with EABL coming in as the experiential partner. So inaenda kukua salama kabisa.
And of course we know Mombasani, but Mombasa ni raha. Unajua kwenda Mombasa ni rahisi, kutoka Mombasa ni shida. Now that's of course Keza comes in. Beyond the financial support, Keza, you ulikuwa umeguzia kidogo, of course, the fan experience. Give us this, maybe the specifics of the unique experiences that fans can look forward to. Waanze tu kupanga sahi safari, ndio anajua next weekend mambo ni moto.
So of course, would just say the acts that are going to be, whoever is going to be performing in that evening.
Yes.
We are currently locking in that talent.
Okay.
Keep on our social media pages. That's the Tusker pages, so that you're able to see who is going to be coming to bring the sherehe to life. So that is the unique part that we are going to bring to the fans. For the fans, yes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Leslie, what does the national circuit really bring out in terms of talent nurturing for our teams, for our clubs, individually, all this? What unique things that is really do in terms of developing rugby in country? Well,
when you look at how we approach our National 7 circuit, there's a lot that goes on even behind the scenes. We have programs to upskill our coaches on best practices that we are actually looking at and where we want to be in the next few years. We have program for our refs. We are skilling our refs on what the game demands. You know, the game is fast changing.
Yes.
Demands are high. So we are supporting programs on our refs. Over and beyond that, we also have games for women. There are some legs that will be hosting the women's game, which is very, very key for us. You know, our lionesses are actually performing very, very well. Sure. And this just goes to support that national team. We're also having age grade in some of our legs, and that goes towards just nurturing that next talent, next Wekesa, next Injera.
Yes.
So, I mean, for us, it's a whole rounded approach that we are taking. And we believe that by doing that, we'll be able to increase the standards of the game in the country.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Keza, of course, you've been there previous. I know I managed to watch that very important Kenya Cup game between that KCB game last time and Oilers. That's that knockout game at KCB. What are some of those success stories that you saw out of these previous rugby editions that, of course, we can look forward to in 2025, 2026?
I think one of the things I'd say that is a success, and that has been, I really commend the clubs and KRU as well. One of the things is that the tournaments are more organized. You find that the clubs, they have their ideas in line with what they want to achieve. And as sponsors, I think that's something that when you want to sponsor a club, that's something that you look forward to, having that order so that you're able to execute with ease. So I think, and locking in even the partnerships early enough, that's something that has really been amazing for us. And I would say that is one of the success things that I'm happy and looking forward to even in 2026, you know, yeah.
Indeed. Leslie, of course, and later on, Keza, you'll tell me what will be your message. Of course, will be my last question. What will be your message for the rugby fan ahead of this particular event? But Leslie, KRU, of course, has priorities this year in terms of improving the tournament organizations and the fan experience. What are some of those, maybe 3 or 4 of those key areas that, of course, you look to achieve?
Yeah, so for us, we're looking into data. Data is big for us, and I mean it's big all over the world. And we're looking into onboarding a league management system. What this will do, it will help us start tracking players as early as high school level. So we want to start intervening at that level. We want to start looking at our athletes from high school, track them into the clubs, into the lower tier leagues, into the top tier leagues, and eventually into the national teams. So for us, what we want to do is we want to gather as much data as possible of our players. which will help us, of course, in intervening whenever it is that we need to intervene with regard to certain aspects of the game. We can only do that when we have data that is helping us make that decision. Yeah.
Indeed. I'll come also later to you, of course, to share your sentiments or your final word to the Coastal fans and those, of course, who are coming, supporters who are coming, and maybe your assurances from Kenya Rugby Union. Of course, you know, there's a lot of talk happening all around what's happening in KRU, nini. Of course, I've seen the chairman or the chair lady definitely now ensuring that all things are in top notch. Tutatuambia hiyo baadaye, of course, and the fans. Keza, mashabiki wana expect nini kwa Driftwood Sevens coming weekend?
I think what I'd say, come ready, come with energy. So during the day, we are having energy on the pitch, on the stands as we are cheering on our favorite teams. And jioni, usimalize energy mchana. Kuja jioni.
Energy jioni na kuanga tutaka imeisha mchana.
Yes, so come with the energy jioni as well. Come prepared, come ready to dance, come ready to enjoy yourself, enjoy a cold Tusker, you know. Wakwe tayari. It's going to be amazing. So let them be ready for an amazing experience.
Why are you not inviting me, Keza? And I'm right here. Mimi naomba tu hiyo ticket tu saa hii, ndege tu ndo tukuje. Saa hii nakufunga tu hewani saa hii, Keza. Nimekufunga saa hii.
Karibu. You just come.
Thank you for the invite, Keza. And of course, final word from Leslie, the director, about, of course, the fans, those who will be coming as well, the coastal people, and wale wanafikiria KRU inaanguka. What is the message from the chair lady?
Of course, the game is in good hands.
Yes.
You can see good things happening. For us, it's a team.
Yes.
It's a team sport, so we're all pulling towards the same direction.
Yes.
We've all committed that we're working towards to making the game better.
Sure.
And of course, even as you're seeing the preparations for the circuit, going on to Safari Sevens, going on to the league, you'll actually see a well-concerted effort pulling together, making sure that we're actually working for this game. So to the people out there, the game is in good hands. And we do commit to work very, very hard to make sure that our sportsmen and women are in the right space.
Indeed.
For Driftwood, I'd like to call on to all our fans to come through. Very good experiences await you. To our partners, thanking our partners for coming, supporting us, walking the journey with us, understanding what we want to achieve, and them buying into it and supporting us, the likes of EABL, likes of Amara, likes of SportPesa. We really, really thank them for working with us and calling on other partners to even go to individual clubs, because our clubs also need support. Go to your local club, go to a club, identify a club, support it. Eventually, that support goes to the player, who is the key to anything that we are doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That is, of course, Leslie Mwangale, the Kenya Rugby Union Director, in charge of leagues, fixtures, and competitions. And also, I was glad, of course, to have the brand manager of Tusker Sports, as Keza PC. Of course, they're here, of course, to share about the preparations for the 2025 national circuit. The first leg, of course, will kick off with the Driftwood Sevens in Mombasa. I've already been invited. So whoever is planning the tickets and the slots and the VIP, you already know I'm number one there already in the county 001. So we appreciate, we'll be looking forward to that. It'll be the first leg of the 6 ones. There's, of course, Driftwood Sevens. There's next, of course, Prinsloo. Then we'll be headed to Nairobi Christie. And then there's Embu Sevens. There's Kambeberi Sevens. And, of course, the big one in Kisumu City, Dala Sevens, which shall always be there. But, of course, the first one is next weekend, the Driftwood Sevens 2025. Thank you very much, Leslie. Thank you very much, Keza. And that's, of course, where we wind up on this particular note. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.
Thank you.